morning children. Welcome back to SJC online classes. Today we will be discussing the topic sexual reproduction in plants. Now I have already told you that a plant has two parts. The vegetative parts are the root, stem and leaves, and flower is the reproductive part. So in order to study sexual reproduction in plants, we have to first study the structure of flower. The place from where I am holding the flower, that place is known as the stalk of the flower. Now the tip portion of the stalk of the flower is flat and that is known as thalamus. It is enlarged to hold the four whorls of a flower. So we will discuss about the four whorls. First you see that the first whorl of the flower is known as calyx. This calyx consists of sepals. Usually in a flower they are 5 in number. They can be 4 or 5 or even 3 also. These, as you can see, they are green in color. Now, since they are green in color, they help in photosynthesis. Next, we also find that when the flower is in bud condition, it protects the flower. Otherwise also, since it is the outermost whorl of the flower, it protects the inner parts of the flower. Now, the second part of the flower is the corolla. This corolla consists of these petals. Now petals, as you can see, they are brightly colored. They are brightly colored in order to attract the insects for pollination. Then they also protect the inner whorls of the flower. Now next we will be discussing about the male part of the flower. This male part is known as androecium. Look here children. This yellow tip which you can see, that's the male part. This consists of stamen. The stamen has got two parts, the anther and the filament. You can see over here this yellow colored tip, that's the anther, and you can see fine filament. Now this anther consists of pollen grains, and pollen grains has the male gamete. Next is the female part of the flower which is known as gynoecium. You can see the tip over here. That consists of the first part of the gynoecium. It is known as the carpel. Now it consists of stigma, style and ovary. Ovary consists of the ovules. Now look here, I was telling you about the four whorls of the flower. Here it is separated. See, these are the sepals. Here these are the petals. This one is the male part of the flower, androecium, consisting of stamens. And this is the female part of the flower, the carpel, consisting of stigma, style and ovary. And this ovary consists of ovules. So these are the four main parts of the flower. Now the China rose which I had shown you, that's a complete flower. A complete flower is that flower which has got all the four whorls of a flower. It is also known as bisexual flower since it has got both the male part as well as the female part. Next is an incomplete flower. An incomplete flower is that flower which may be having either the male part or the female part. It is also known as unisexual flower. It can be a staminate flower if it has got only the male part, that's the stamen. It will be called a pistillate flower if it has got only the pistil or the female part. So we have studied about the structure of a flower today. In the next topic I will be discussing about pollination. Thank you. God bless you.